Hello there, this is Sammy33, and it is the end of the season, officially the end of the season as we head into the bowl and playoff season in the NDL. So, conference championship games are played. You can see some kind of controversy here with South Carolina and the Zoo. Won't get into that. That's what Discord is for. But you can see some pretty big games here. Ohio State, this is a sim game, 24-21 or sim, as you see. Kansas, ASU. Some really interesting games. Kind of sad Sean lost in Mountain West. It would have been cool if he would have won a conference championship, but maybe next time. We'll see. That said, before I actually do the vote, let's focus on, I don't know, maybe looking at the recap of the team. And let's also open that tab. So, the season is done. We finished 8-4. And you can see in the MAC finishing tied for third. Even though I'm not, because Bowling Green beat me, so I believe I'd be fourth since I beat Eastern Michigan, tiebreaker head to head. But we finished 8-4 on the season. When I took over the team, these first two games were played. I don't know, maybe the Marshall game chased the owner away. But the order of games, I believe it was Ball State first, a loss. And man, that one still hurts. We lost to the MAC champions on the road, and I gave up a TD drive, 75-yard drive with 13 seconds left. That loss will still haunt us, because if we had won that game, who knows? Maybe that will help with the confidence. The Army game got out of hand through that interception, hitting the wrong button in the second quarter, and just things just completely went to crap after that. But we respond. We beat Akron. We beat North Texas. We beat Kent State. Then I believe the next one was losing to Bowling Green, a back and forth game. Couldn't make enough plays on the defensive side of the ball, so we lose by 4. But then we finish out the season with nothing but wins. Beat Buffalo, beat Northern Illinois, and then beat Central and Eastern Michigan. So we get both rivalry wins. And we just finish out the season on a good note. Can't really be upset about it. So we do miss the win goal. The win goal is 10 for this team. You get 8, and if you don't know, in the NDL, it's all or nothing. So that's 8 points out of 100 off my total grade. Gone. Don't get those back. That's okay. Look at player stats and look at team stats. So we'll put this one to the side. Look at team first. So, some good things and some bad things. In terms of total points, we finished top 20 in the league, the nation. That's not bad. Second in the conference, 463 points. I do like that. Offensively, in terms of yards, we were fourth, 62nd. So, still good in the top half. Running is the real thing, and we'll look into why that was such a big deal. 23rd. And we were only third. Crazy to think. Rushed for over 2,000 yards. That's cool. The passing one, that one is going to hurt a little bit. 2,700 yards, not as much as you'd probably like, but still not bad, middle of the package. First downs, really good there, and I like that it's reflective of points. That was something that was not the case during the season. We had a lot of first downs, but it wasn't turning into points, so we fixed that as the season went on. That's good. Kick returns, 5th overall, first in the conference. First in conference total yards. Special teams, huge for us. Haley with a couple of TD returns and some nice returns as well. Punts, But the issue is the defensive side of the ball. So we got to talk about that. So in terms of points, we gave up 357, so middle of the pack. Hey, if you're 18th in scoring and 78th in points allowed, you're not really going to be too upset about that. Yardage, 56. I'm not sure how, because it didn't feel like that. We were outgained by our opponents, but you have to add context. What's going on in the games? Are you chasing points? Are you trying to hold a lead? That kind of impacts that too. But just in general, to be in the top half defensively is good. Against the run, middle of the pack in the conference, but 34th overall. Didn't feel like it in this either. This definitely feels accurate right here. 134th, dead last in passing. Gave up more passing yards than any other team in the nation. As someone that's played with this team now for a decent amount of time, cup games included, this defense kind of sucks. There's not a lot of speed, so it's trying to find ways to mask the speed, or lack of speed, I should say. It was really difficult. And we gave up a ton of big plays. When I say a ton of big plays, I mean a lot of big plays. Very frustrating. Got to figure out what I do at my next stop because we won't be coming back. Just letting that be known now. We're not coming back to Western Michigan. Won't have the points anyway. And I'm pretty sure since I took over the team midseason, I'm automatically entered into day 2 of the draft, I believe. I'm not coming back. First downs. Nah, not great, but that's okay. But that probably goes with the passing, a lot of big plays, so a lot of completions for first downs. Punt returns, it's not, like it's whatever. Kick returns, also whatever. Total yards against, middle of the pack. Not going to complain about that. This is something that will definitely have to be rectified for next season. I'm assuming, yeah, I'll probably be a different team, probably face tougher teams in terms of overall talent, but I will be looking for a defense that at least give me more schematic options. That was definitely a struggle this season. Hopefully better next season. And then we'll look at player stats. So, Hayden Wolf. So remember, in an earlier video, I mentioned the first 2 games were not entered in terms of player stats by the previous owner. So these are stats just off of 10 games. Wolf completes 66% of his passes, 15 TDs, 11 interceptions. Honestly, it's probably a rare occurrence for me to throw more TDs and interceptions, but you see only 173 attempts. So you're looking at 17 attempts per game, 11 completions. Not going to really throw for a lot of, let's be honest, just really not going to throw for a lot of touchdowns if you're not throwing the ball as much. But this right here, this was the season. Jalen Buckley, he will go down as probably my favorite running back I've ever had in the NDL. 1,400 yards. And again, this is 10 games. 26 touchdowns and only on 26 broken tackles. He was not breaking tackles left and right all game long like I've seen some other users be able to do. So he has, oh my God, he has been amazing. 82 yards for his longest run. And you can see yards after contact, 336. So looking at a little more than 20% of his yardage coming after contact. I'll take it. Haley, not as many rushes. The speedster, 254. Abdus getting some runs as well, trying to keep the running backs fresh. Nice option play. That was big against Eastern Michigan. And then Hayden, sacks, whatever. No one cares. Receiving. No receiver over 400 yards. This is also something that never happens because we really just had a hard time finding ways to scheme receivers open. It was all about the run. And you'd think, hey, we're running the ball really well. Play action would work. Not so much. Just not enough speed. But we tried to do what we could to make things work. You can see Blake, 394 yards. Our tight end leads the team in receptions. Buckley second. So if you do the math here, 1,490 all-purpose yards on off. Well, total yards on offense, and he had 29 touchdowns. Our MVP, by far, not even close. Womack, our number 1 receiver, 358 yards, 5 touchdowns. So he led the team in TD receptions. Mortimer, the speedster, he got a little bit of an upgrade to his speed later on in the season, but he just had 2 TDs. Big TDs, though. Eastern Michigan, and I believe a play action TD. It might have been against Central Michigan. I don't remember. Then Haley, 3 TDs. So running backs with 6 of 15 touchdowns. Don't like that ratio, but it is what it is. Offensive line, Sherwin and Gideon doing work. One thing here you see, not a lot of sacks allowed. So that was a really good thing for us over the course of the season. Defense, Boone almost getting to 70 tackles, 68. Leads the team in tackles. Tackles for loss, Isaiah Green, 10. Sacks, not a lot of that. Look at this. Over 10 games, you're looking at essentially 6 sacks. Because you have 5. I don't know how you get to 5.5 sacks. So just round it up to 6. 6 sacks in 10 games. No wonder we couldn't stop the pass. Couldn't get any pressure. It's a sign. But I was also scared to bring pressure because of how difficult it was to stop with 7 or 8 back at times. So why bring 5 and 6? You're asking for trouble. In terms of interceptions, not bad. It started slow, but things picked up. So you see 10, 15, that's 20 interceptions in 10 games. I'll take that 2 per game. Passes defended, 25. So that means 25 potential interceptions. But regardless, we'll take what we got. 6 defensive scores. Fumbles is also a ratio I'm always nervous about. You can see we forced 11 fumbles in 10 games. We recovered 7. 7 of 11. Also something that doesn't happen very often. Be thankful when it does. Blocks, Paul. 2 blocks, a field goal block, and I believe an extra point block. We'll take those. Kicking, 9 of 11. It's whatever. I'm not even worried about it. It is what it is. So we'll take that. 9 touchbacks, made all his extra points. We're cool with that. In terms of punting, no one cares. But the big one, Haley, two touchdowns. Very big, and the reason they're big is because they came in big moments. One to stop momentum and one to flip momentum against Eastern Michigan. So those touchdowns are very helpful. Hopefully, whoever gets Western Michigan will be able to enjoy using him as well. But yeah, that is our season. So in the grand scheme of things, we are definitely going bowling. We have one more vote to do, and after that vote, it'll be time to see where we're going bowling. I'm pretty sure it'll be out by the time I'm in San Diego. Or maybe not in San Diego. Well, I'll be in San Diego, but I think it'll be Thursday. I can't remember the exact date. Gotta wait for the Massey. So we'll see where we're playing. We definitely won't be playing in the playoffs, but hey, I'm really happy with an 8-4 season, especially with the way things started. We were 1-3. I'm like, yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna have a winning record, struggling. And losing 3 cup games. So technically taking over the team at 1-1, losing the first 5 games I played with them, and then finishing the season 7-1. This guy right here though, gold star, platinum star, multiple platinum and gold stars, whatever you want to do. Buckley was our MVP. Defensively, I would say perhaps go with Ryan Raybuck. Couple of plays, but you can see this guy led the team in interceptions, a couple of passes defended, a touchdown, a forced and recovered fumble, and a decent amount of tackles, 54, and some for loss as well. So we'll take what we got out of him. Hopefully, again, the team I have next year be an upgrade defensively because we could use it. But good season all together. Looking at my Hall of Fame page, when I took over Florida International, finished 4-8. Ouch, losing season. So that's season 8. This is back on the PS2, and we have to go all the way down to season 24 to find the next time I had a losing season. That's with USC, which is kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. Because USC was not a trash team. I just was not very good that season. 5-7, losing record in conference play too. Same here in the Sun Belt. But we get to keep the win streak keep the positive streak of winning seasons going. That'll make 4. And we'll see what we do next season. Also, overall record, that should shoot me over 200. So I'll have over 200 career wins in the NDL. Getting closer to 200 in season wins. Cup, definitely not helping that at all. But hey, maybe we get our 10th bowl game win. We'll see. We'll see who we're playing. Kind of excited, and we'll get that game in when I get back to Colorado.